Hey, 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 good morning, and welcome to Morning Coffee with Sandy. I'm in a cheery little mood. Maybe it's because I fell asleep at 6 o'clock last night. Yeah, 6 o'clock last night and slept until after 4 this morning. I was so tired. Do you think it was the 2 glasses of wine? It might have been. I don't know. All I know is I'm in a really good mood this morning, but here's why. Get this. I found out that today, yes, today, the 16th of August, is National Roller Coaster Day. Seriously, I know. You're pretty excited, right? At first, it was like, oh yeah, it's National Roller Coaster Day, big deal. And then the question of what is your favorite roller coaster came up. And my first thought was, are you kidding me right now? Because there is no way I would go on a roller coaster right now. I'd get sick. But then I started thinking about it. And if any of you grew up in Chicago back in the day, there was Riverview Park. Riverview Park. It was like Disneyland before there was Disneyland. It was like the most exciting place. And if you were really good, your parents would take you there, and it was so awesome. And we even have old home movies there. And my favorite roller coaster was called Shoot the Chutes. That's what it was called, Shoot the Chutes. Yeah, so that was my favorite roller coaster of all time. And then my most intimate relationship with a roller coaster was at the Del Mar Fair in the San Diego County of California. And I was actually a vendor at the fair selling Indian jewelry, turquoise and silver and like that back in the, we're going back a lot of days now. We're going back probably 40 years, something like that. I don't know. And 30 years, 40 years, 45 years. Anyway, Del Mar Fair, we're selling Indian jewelry, and this very, very attractive woman comes in and buys one of those beautiful squash blossom necklaces. Do you remember those? Big, huge, heavy silver with lots of turquoise. Hers I remember because it was so magnificent. A lot of handwork, a lot of coral, orange coral mixed in with the incredible turquoise. And we started talking, we became friends. Her name was Margie Myler. I don't even know if she's still around. Margie Myler was from Portland, Oregon. Her husband, Carl, was the creator of the High Myler roller coaster, Carl Myler. And she was in Del Mar because the family roller coaster was in Del Mar. So I did a lot of riding on that High Myler that week and became really good friends with Margie and Carl. They had 2 kids who are, I'm sure, all grown up by now, and even went up to Portland to go visit them in this magnificent home that I would love to tell you more about, but I have so much to talk to you about. Anyway, that was not my celebrity, although it could be, because the High Myler, Carl Myler, was my friend. Yeah, true story. But who do I want to tell you about today? Oh, I know. Okay, so, you know I was in the balloon delivery business. And I used to do, sorry, I had to get some more coffee. Good morning, sunshines. So I was in the balloon delivery business, and I used to get these like unique orders. And I frequently got orders from another celebrity, Paul Wallach, who you may remember was an infamous restaurateur. He had his own show. And for some reason, he took a liking to me after he found out about me and my balloons. And he used to have me on like as a regular guest. Not that I had anything to do with food. He was called the Rotund Raconteur. He was great, funny, a little acerbic. I really liked him. Anyway, he used to send bouquets through me, bouquets of balloons, to different famous restaurateurs. And one of the people that he had me deliver to was Patrick Terrell, who owned the famous Ma Maison in Los Angeles. And the chef there was this young guy who was just kind of starting out, and his name was Wolfgang Puck. Perhaps you've heard of him. Yeah. So when I would go there, I would kind of hang out because I got to be, you know, like I was there like at least once a month, and I would get to know these people. So Wolfgang was closer to my age than Patrick, so we hung out and we would chat and met Wolfgang's girlfriend, Barbara Lazarus, who became his wife. I think they're divorced, but they're the ones that had that fairy tale wedding where they had like Cinderella, like the carriage with the white horses and the whole nine. Anyway, became friends, like literally friends, like we hung out. And I share this story with you because for my 35th birthday, oh, that tells you how long ago it was. Yeah, a long time ago. For my 35th birthday, Patrick let Wolfgang give me my birthday party. So my 35th birthday party was at Ma Maison, hosted and paid for by Wolfgang Puck. His girlfriend was part of the party, he was part of the party, and he just kept bringing food and this like amazing birthday cake, and that was like a celebrity encounter of the first kind. No kidding, because he just treated me like a princess on my birthday. Are we still friends? Nah, he wouldn't know me if he tripped over me, but for a short period of time, I had a celebrity chef for a friend. So that's my Wolfgang Puck story for today, and Barbara Lazarus, and Patrick Trail and Paul Wallach. It was all fun. It was all good. I loved it, and I didn't plan any of it. That's what made it so special. Is it just kind of occurred in life? Yeah, what are you doing for your birthday? Oh, Wolfgang Puck is throwing me a party. It was awesome. Okay, moving right along. Got my reading for you this morning from How to Be Happy and Grateful Even in Quarantine. Do you like when someone reads to you? Because I do. So here we go. From page 26, something that I know is dear to all of our hearts. Getting to gratitude. Right here. Getting to gratitude. Reframing is a powerful tool in the workshop of gratitude. It's, by the way, my favorite. Ask yourself, how else could I interpret this? Because there's always another interpretation. Is there another way to look at this? What else could this possibly mean? Now, choose the story that makes you feel good and go with that one. If it doesn't make you happy, try again. I like to say, you're going to make stuff up anyway, so you may as well make up good stuff. And here I go again. Oh, I forgot to find out how to not make this backwards. Oh well, sorry if it's backwards, but I'll read it to you. Be open to finding the lesson. It's usually right there at the bottom of the issue. Maybe if I don't show you anything, you won't know I'm backwards. But what you see as my right eye might be my left eye. Aha, pretty tricky, right? Look for the lesson. There's always a lesson. And be grateful for what you've learned. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How could altering my habits or my behavior or actions change the results that I get? What must I do to ensure that this doesn't happen again? To prove that I've learned the lesson. And here we go at the bottom of the page. Life lessons are like Cracker Jack. They always come with a prize. Woohoo! Yeah, they always come with the prize. So, reframing. That's my thing for today. That's my thing I want you to figure out how to do. I'm going to tell you my favorite reframing story in just a second. When you are reframing, good morning, Marlene. Thanks for being here. When when life gives you caca, your job is to reframe and see how that's actually a benefit for you. I have an ex-husband who would tell you that I was the kind of person who, if I woke up in the morning and I opened the front door and there was a big pile of horse crap on the front door, I would dive right into that pile, absolutely positive that there was a pony in there somewhere. That's me, right? So reframing is a muscle that I have worked for so many years that it comes naturally to me. Absolutely naturally. So here I am, first vacation in a very long time, and I'm driving to Las Vegas to go play, right? I'm gonna have a great weekend in Las Vegas, and I'm driving to Las Vegas, and I get just to the border of California and Nevada, and it starts to rain. I don't mean tiny little raindrops. I mean torrents of rain. It was unbelievable, pouring rain. And now I am saying bad words and pounding on my steering wheel. This is ruining my vacation. I finally get a couple of days when I can have time just to play, and I can't play because it's raining and pouring and it's ugly out. And oh man, I was crazed. I was so upset. And then I stopped for a minute and I took a breath. And I decided it needed reframing. Although at the time, I'm not sure I knew what I was doing, but I knew I had to do something to save this vacation. So I looked at it another way. And I rolled down my window and stuck my arm out into the rain and started screaming, "Free car wash! Woohoo! Free car wash!" My vacation was awesome. That's all I can tell you. So, reframing. How do you do the reframing thing? It's not that difficult, folks. You got to practice it, but it's not that difficult. Let me give you, I wrote down some little hints of how you can reframe pretty much anything. Number one, look for the value. There's always value. Look for any benefit that it gives you, any benefit, and then find the lesson. There's something to be learned there that's literally going to make your life different and better. Share the experience with people who have already gone through it and actually come out on the other side in better shape than they were before. I promise you, there are people who have gone through exactly what you're going through. We're human. We share experiences. Next, get out of your head. Stop thinking about the negative side of it and create that happy story that we were talking about. You know, find the good part of it. Find the humor in it. There is humor somewhere. I mean, even the cancer patient who loses 50 pounds can laugh and say, "Gee, if I'd known this diet was gonna work, ha ha ha." You get the idea, right? Finally, we talked about this a little bit yesterday regarding the puzzle. Take a step back, relax, forget about it for a minute or two or three or even a day or two, and then step back in and get it back into focus. I gotta tell you, since I had that conversation with you guys about puzzles, my puzzle is going to be done in a few days, and I'll show you. It was way harder than I thought it was going to be, but when you give yourself some space from whatever your issue or problem is, when you step back into it, you can see it differently. And when you see it differently, that's reframing. It's kind of like the other day when we talked about if you're smelling really bad smells, be grateful. It means you don't have COVID. You get the idea, right? Oh, by the way, before we go, and we do have to go, but before we go, I want you to remember that it's National Roller Coaster Day. And I would like to recommend that for those of you with weaker stomachs, you may not want to try this at home. or anywhere else for that matter, Google roller coaster rides and go take a virtual roller coaster ride. Guaranteed to give you that same feeling you had when you were a kid. Enjoy your day. And remember, life is a roller coaster. Ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs, up. You get the clue. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.